What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video on what is people.com. So a little bit of background. First of all, my name is Tommy. Hello. I am the founder and creator of people.com. I am a web developer, full stack engineer, software engineer by trade. Basically, the concept of people.com is a network of experts online willing to chat. Now, the story goes 3 years ago when I started this project, I was getting frustrated because there are certain times where when you have a bug or a code problem, most of the times, you go 95% of the time, you'll go to Google, Stack Overflow, Reddit, any of these forum websites. And typically, most of the time, they have a solution to your problem where other developers ask about certain things and, solutions are created from other developers. That's how it goes. But then there's that 5 to 10% of the time where you don't know where to go. And I was in one of these situations and I asked myself, well, what if there was a better way? What if there was somebody I can talk to over video chat right now because they are an expert in the field that I need them in, and we can talk and they could figure out my problem right away. And a light bulb went off and I said, well, what if we can make this happen? So I started, development started for people.com. So again, it's a network of live experts that you can connect with right away. Right now, as of November 4th, 2021, we are rolling this out only to software developers, unfortunately. We do want to keep the market pretty niche, but if you are someone who is interested in the platform and is looking to, make some extra money, you can sign up for free. There's no cost to any user, and the sign up takes about 5 seconds. We do want to branch out into other categories, but we are focused strictly on engineering for right now. So with that being said, if you fall into one of these two buckets, people.com is for you. So if you're the first one, someone who is in need of help because you have a bug in your code and you can't find an answer online, or if you're an expert and you want to make money, because I didn't mention yet, in certain cases, if you want to become an expert on our system, you can bill for your time. You can charge other users for the time to interact, which is one of our key products that we are rolling out for version 1. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of the features that we are rolling out. One I just made mention of is the calling feature. User A calls user B. They accept the call. They go to a video chat platform. They talk about their issue, their bug, whatever it may be. Once the call is over, they then rate each other's performance based on a number of categories: professionality, mastery of skill, expertise, whatever it may be, and off they go. So the second product, or sort of our flagship product for an upgraded account, is the vendor service. We do have an integration with Stripe. All you do is fill out your banking information on this forum online that we supply. Once that goes through, you then can charge for your service. So any incoming call, you can then bill the user afterwards based on the interaction, which means that it's sort of like an Uber for information, where you charge the user based on how much time that they have with you for whatever rate that you set. And the user understands this in sort of like a social contract beforehand when they're connecting with you. I will show you videos on that, on how to make a call, in the next video. And the third and final feature is the request system. So it's essentially a ticket system where you can fill out a request that details out your question. It goes, once it's published, it goes to our system, and other experts can then contact you based on the nature of your ticket that they can hopefully help solve, right? Because they are an expert in that field. So it goes both ways. Users can contact vendors, vendors can contact users or experts, whatever. Okay, the last and final slide, which is pretty important, which is sort of the environment that we're creating for every user, right? So these are key things to consider. One I already made mention of is you have to understand that every time you interact with someone, you are being rated by your performance, your professionality, your candor, your expertise, your mastery, right? they can write reviews, and the other user can write reviews on you. So be on your best behavior, and it's a 5-star rating system, so you are rated based on how well you do in that field overall in general. So it's a 5-star rating system plus comments. But when the rating goes through, you then are going to be ranked in our database based on how well you perform. So the second thing is, we understand that in order to accept calls, you would have to be on the site, but we do now have a feature that is called dubbed the offline mode, which is just accepting of push notifications. When you accept the push notification coming in, you are then brought to the main page. You can then see the call as it stands and determine whether or not you want to answer it from other users. So if you're sitting in front of your laptop, you do not need to be on the site itself. You can just accept the push notifications coming in. And the last point I make mention, which is sort of obvious, but your profile, it needs to be designed based on your expertise. So it is best to only focus on things that you really know well and not give, you don't want to be a master of all things. You want to be very, very honed in on what you're really good at, and because you don't want other people contacting you for things that you somewhat know. So that's just a little key point, the environment that we're looking to bring. And without further ado, in our next video, I'm going to show you the sign-up process as well as the calling process. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.